Hello, welcome to week 2 of English 102. This week we are looking at more grammar practice. We are exploring grammar. So as you should start every week in the course is you're going to start here with the lecture. When you click on this, there will be, similar to last week, there will be information about the different topics, which this week is verb tense. Keeping within the same tense, like if you're talking about the past, you want everything that you write will be in past tense, or if you're talking about the present, everything will stay in the present. Sometimes as writers, we kind of flip-flop because our brains don't always think as fast as we're typing. And then there'll be a practice activity. Then there's sentence structure, how you are structuring your sentences, to avoid run-ons or a fragment. And then again, there'll be a practice activity. And then also subject-verb agreement. So this lecture is important not only because a lot of you said in your introductory discussion post that grammar was one of the weaknesses, and that's true for most every entering college student, and really on through life. There's always room for improvement, right? So you want to look at this lecture because you're going to do the practice activities, and then that is going to be what your practice is and preparation is for the quiz that's down here for week 2. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. So our discussion board, I really like this one. It's a fun one because there's some not so great emails. So if your last name is A through N, you're going to read this first one. And you're going to be thinking about these questions. Is it successful? Is it professional? Do you think that it reached the intended goal of what the purpose of the email was? Were there grammatical errors? So you want to be thinking about that. And then your initial post is going to be pointing out some of the things that were wrong and then what you would do to improve it, because this is a workplace email. Okay? So, and then you're going to go back and you look at your classmates and what they have found, and maybe it was the other email that they read. So just commenting on what they found and some of their suggestions. So to keep our discussion flowing, we did a great job last week. So I'm really looking forward to week 2. It's a little bit longer this week, so that'll give you more time. Post your initial post by Wednesday. So that gives you time to come back after that to see what others have said on your post, and you can respond, and to see what others have written for their initial post. Okay? So this is a fun one. So remember, A through N is email number 1. So that way we're not all responding to the exact same thing, because then we'll all have the similar suggestions. So this kind of changes it up a little bit. And then email number 2 is O through Z, if your last name is O through Z. Okay, so the second thing that you're going to be working on this week, I already mentioned it, is about the quiz. So you're going to click on here, and it'll automatically take you through the quiz questions, kind of similar to the introductory documents quiz that you did last week for week 1. So there are 11 multiple choice questions and 1 true or false. It is untimed, and you do have 2 attempts. If the first attempt didn't go well, and so you can take it again, and the highest grade will be what is awarded. Also, if you have any difficulties with the quiz, sometimes people start the quiz and then you get distracted and you walk away, and then it'll stop itself, or sometimes it's glitchy. So if you don't get to complete the quiz, just let me know. Just send me an email, and then I can go in and verify that. It'll usually be, I can see like what time that you spent on the quiz. So if you spent like 30 seconds on it, then I know there was something wrong with it, and I'll be glad to reset it for you. And what else? Oh, I wanted to point out a couple other things. You have this Ask Your Instructor button, and it'll look very similar to the discussion board. And this is a good place, and you can just click on here. If you have something that you think the entire class would benefit from, like if you have a question about accessing the discussion board or something with the quiz, something that because everybody will see this. I will see it and respond, and then everybody in the course will be able to see it. So you would just create this thread and then ask your question on here, just like you would in a discussion board. And I will see that. I get the notification and will respond. So this would not be a good place if you have specific things just for you, if you have something going on that you want to tell me about, or you want to ask about your own personal grade, because again, everybody sees this. So if you are having something personal that you need to tell me, this would not be the place. Just send me an email and I will be glad to get back with you as soon as I can. And then one other thing I wanted to point out are student resources. This is kind of a helpful place as you're getting used to online courses here at Bryant and Stratton. So this is the discussion board rubric. This is a good place to look, especially once I get week 1 graded. If you don't have 100%, I want you to go back to this rubric and look and see it. And I'll give you comments about what you missed. But I want everybody to really strive to get 100% on every single discussion board. That's really going to give you a good foundation for your grade. Plus, we're talking about what you're going to be learning about in the course each week anyway. So it's a good way to do that. E-portfolio information, if you're taking a course, it has that. APA citation, we'll have a little bit of that later on in the course. And then here's just some other little quirky things for your computer if you want to disable pop-up blocker, what if I'm receiving. So kind of a FAQ, frequently asked questions here, smart thinking, tutoring. So this is just a good place to look and see if you're having any questions about something that you need to help with the course. Okay, so I'm looking forward to week 2. I think it's going to be great. We have a great discussion board and a short quiz. So it's going to be a great week. I'll see you in class.